Watch me. Watch me. I got it. Watch me. I got it. Hey! I got something that makes me want to shout. I got something that tells me what it's all about. I got soul.
Welcome again to another episode of Casual Conversations, man. And this week, man, we got some good things going, man. I'm your host, DJ Slim, and I'm here with my co-host, Unc Red.
Man, what it do, King? How we living, God?
Good, man. Blessed and busy. You heard me.
You know what, man? You got so much knowledge, man, and so much wisdom, brother. We had a fun-filled week, brother.
We definitely have been busy. It definitely has been fun.
I mean, and I gotta say, my name is Unc Dirty Red, and you locked in with the West Art Studio. And man, what's the word for the day, brother?
The word for the day is consistency.
That's good.
Consistency.
Yeah,
That's what we gonna run with. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And then based upon what you being consistent at, that's what your result would be.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Well, look, man,
go ahead, do it.
We gonna get right to it,
Please,
man. We gonna get right to it. So, without further ado, man, the accolade sheet was really, really long, and so I had to sum it all up just briefly so we could get right to the interview.
You got an elite, legendary guest with us.
Yeah,
brother.
man. We want to make sure you be able to hear everything he has to say and everything he offers. You know what I'm saying? So, he's a man of continuous exceptional growth as a man and a human being. A successful and influential conscious rapper, artist, community activist, husband, father, and son. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, what it do? What it do,
fam?
To
be here. I'm honored, man.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate it.
Come on.
Yeah, man. You
Come on, get it in. Let's get it in.
Yeah, man. We know you got just a lifetime full of stories and just a lot of things that people can grow from just from hearing you talk, man. So you being here is not only a blessing to us, but for those who are going to tune in and listen, man. So how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm blessed again, man.
Yeah.
Had a great day. It's like my secret, not a secret, but how I do it, man. When I wake up, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So that's the start of my day.
Right.
So how can I be, how can I have a bad day?
Right.
I don't choose to have one.
Right.
I don't choose to have one.
Well, a lot of people don't know a lot about the man that I know, Ken Dorsey. So while you here, for the viewers that may not know a lot about you, let them know why you wake up with that kind of mentality and a little bit about who you are.
Why I wake up with that mentality?
Yeah,
I turned my life over to the Lord a while ago. And, since then, I just been worshiping and praying and being of service, because I made a promise when I was in my dirt in the street and I caught on cases and caught that time and I was locked up. I made a promise that if you ever get me out of this situation, I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to testify. I'm going to be of service. And, I'm going to do what's supposed to be done out here in this community.
Speak that.
And do your purpose for me.
Yeah.
And your will for me. And so 12 years later, that's what I've been doing. So
Man,
that's what motivates me.
That's a conviction right there.
And the word was consistency.
Yeah.
And so that's what I have to be. Consistent in if you ask my wife, have I ever woke up in a bad mood in 12 years, she'll tell you no.
And everything that you just told a whole lot in a short amount of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to unpack that, for you to say you ain't spoke bad in 12 years after what you just said, how does someone come to that mindset? Because a lot of people that I come around seem to sometimes just carry with them their past.
Right.
And they don't know how to unshackle those things. Not all the way. And so how were you able to, I would kind of say, break free from the shackles that bind?
Man, that's a good one. How was I able to? It was just keeping my promise. When I told the Lord, if I ever get out of this situation, I'm going to shout you out, do it. So I'm just keeping my promise and my word.
You know how hard that is?
Yeah, but not really when you came from 2 life sentences.
Come on. Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on now, speak that.
See, when you came from that, and now, one of the key things is I don't take anybody or anything for granted now. Before, in my life, man, I was taking everything for granted. Kids for granted, wife for granted, everybody. And
you just said 2 life sentences?
Yeah.
People, you understand what he just said.
Yeah. Well, so you do one. If you live that long, you do another one. Then whatever time you got left, you do that.
Now I don't know how that's possible to do a whole life sentence and then do a whole nother one when we only getting this one that we got right here. There's only one man in the game, so you know what I'm saying. But no, I wanna you spoke about the promise, right, that you made and that you're consistent in keeping. Let's talk about the man before the promise.
Oh man,
let's talk about the things that you did that in all reality put you in a position to where you would be able to make that promise, right? But you had to go through that. So let's talk about the man before that.
Up in Seattle, man.
It is.
You know, and being in a position where I was bounced from foster home, group home, this place, that place, you know, as a child, you know, from Seattle to Tacoma to wherever, right? And you know, and being in the peer pressure of the kids that you're hanging around with. You know, we're all in this situation. We're all traumatized by our situation. We don't have no family. We're the family.
Man,
right?
Say that.
So, you know, and we get in trouble.
So misguided.
And so that's what's happening. So, you know, the pimp became the mentor, the boogers on the street,
the daddy.
And all the drug dealers and all those things that we seen.
Yeah.
You seen him with a Cadillac. How'd he get it? Oh, man, he sold all the dope. Boom.
Right.
I'm gonna get me a package. So following that.
Monkey see.
Right. And then in and out of, you know, juvenile halls, reformatories, and all that. And then eventually, you know, the system got tired of me and said, wait a minute, you got 7 felonies, man. You're done. Wow. And so that's basically what happened to me. But I was on drugs and everything too. So that had a lot of things.
Listen.
So
because the drugs had me out there committing more crimes to get
that
more drugs.
part. Right.
Right. So it was, you know, there was petty crimes, but I was committing crimes. And then some of them was felonies, depending on how much, you know.
So
that's crazy, brother.
I don't want to skip too far ahead, right? Because we still talking about the man who,
got
before, right? Let's, because you don't want to jump to the best part of the story, but I want y'all to take a note. How many felonies did you say you had?
7 felonies.
Sheesh. Okay. Yeah. So what were some of the things you was doing when you was out there, man? Out in the street, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I was stealing cars. I was breaking into houses. I was, using drugs, selling drugs, you name it. You know, but I kept it on a small scale. It was felonies, but I didn't do nothing radical, like robbing, beating people up and stuff like that. So I'm a nonviolent offender.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know that's why I got some of the, you know, blessings I got during time.
Man, I feel like the system is the culprit. The structure of how it's built. I know people say parenting and stuff like that. However, when you got, like you just said, pimps, 304s that are teaching these kids, you know, how to be adults, it's the blind leading the blind. And then if you don't, and you have a gang, if you have the gangs raising them, you don't have a proper, it's always an imbalanced structure. And then when you're in a system that's already broken and you want to live a certain kind of way, you don't want to live in that certain frequency. You want to go up. So you might have to do a few things to get there because you aspiring to do it. That's the structure that we was in. So I don't blame a lot of things that you did. Primarily, I blame that you were born in a spot where you had to play that game. Like
I was young and impressionable. So what I seen, I emulated.
Yeah.
You know, they were selling dope. I want to sell dope.
Right.
They driving Cadillacs and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? They still coming home with big stacks of money. And how you guys do that? Oh, we did this.
Right.
So, you know that. But then you get to a point in your life where you're getting older and more responsible and accountable for you.
Right.
See, that's when you should. That's when it should kick in. You know,
There you go.
but you need those mentors and those people in your life
Right.
to say, hey man, come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta, you need that.
Yeah.
So,
You ain't
I
lying.
had some of them,
You
but
ain't
I wasn't listening to them. I was too far.
Now you said it right. Say that again.
I
You had a
wasn't
few of them.
You had a few of them,
but I wasn't listening to them. I was too far gone into, that lifestyle of me trying to be in control of everything.
There's some youth I'm
Yeah.
talking about this very real time second doing exactly what you just said.
Right.
yeah.
And man, it took me a while to figure out I wasn't in control of nothing.
She
That it
said-
wasn't about me. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
it really is not about me. It took me years to figure that out.
Yeah.
To not only figure it out, because we know it a lot of times, but when are we going to live by it? See, a lot of things I knew, but I just wasn't doing.
Or like
I
what we
corrected
were,
myself.
or like what we were talking about off camera. Not competing with it.
Right.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
dope.
Not competing
That's
with
good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not competing with what is best for you, right? You know what I mean? And that goes back to what that's a whole nother concept.
But that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But no, man, that's dope, brother. That you have that mindset and you went through those situations. But in that same process, do you feel like once you got there, you said you made a promise that if you get me out of this mess that I put myself in, I promise that I'm going to go a whole different path. Not only that, I'm going to praise your name in the process because you helped bring me out of my hell. Correct?
Right.
Now,
And that's
how in the world did that Hail Mary get thrown, and how did you get out of 2 life sentences? Like,
Well, here's the thing. I had to, when I got there, I got to the fish tank receiving.
yeah, that's
And so when I got there,
high desert.
when I got there,
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the bunk, lights is out, dark. I was, man, how you get yourself in this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with just me,
Yeah.
talking to me. And, when I figured out, man, your choices, everything you was doing out there got you here. I started taking accountability, right? And man,
Say that.
you put in applications for this jail cell.
Right. Like every
You know what I'm saying? You
like every
interview for this jail cell.
like every felony or
You
every
applied for this sale.
yeah, they were all the ingredients to the meal that you now are being served. That
Right.
justice, right? That meal of justice sitting right there on that bench was like,
Exactly.
damn, this is what I made. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
so when I had to take accountability for that.
Right.
And so guess what I did? Remember, I was on the street with a shovel, digging myself into this hole. When I got in there and I realized that I got myself there, the snitch didn't get me there. Matter of fact,
Right.
I gave the snitch a job. How can I blame him?
Yep, that is. Wow, that's
Right?
the whole way. Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
Dig
So
it.
I got myself there. So I said, hey man, the shovel, I gotta put this down. I put the shovel down. Let me put the shovel down.
Yeah.
Stop digging.
Right.
And I took every program they had in there.
Right.
Right. And didn't get a disciplinary in 11 years.
Wow.
Right.
That's dope.
I stayed on my job for like 9 years in the tag plant. So I put that shovel down.
Right.
And I was praying out to the Lord, ever get me out of here. But I kept being consistent with my job, the programs, staying.
You never fell off that.
and all that. Remember, I told you
Consistency.
I can only do my number. So I wasn't trying to do everybody else's prison number.
Right. Right.
What you into, I'm not into.
So
That's dope.
so before you got to this place, like you said, you had some people who were telling you some good things, but you weren't listening, right? Now you're in this jail, you're in this prison. Were there people there who were good influences,
Yes.
good role models, people who gave you good advice?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the people that was telling me to do my own number. And you can't get wrapped up in everything, in these people out there. You don't know what they're doing and what they're into.
That's
Right.
a big fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
so
big
when
fact.
something happens with them, and you're under surveillance pretty much all the time, somebody knows something. So you're connected with them.
Yeah, right. Guilty by
When something
association.
happens, yeah, guilty by association.
Guilty by association.
So I learned how to do my number which was go to the tag plant, go to work, come back, sit down, listen to music, draw, write my books, and then start another day.
That's in the rap song, right?
That's a lot of alone time. That's a lot of me time.
That's when you're the best of you, when you can enjoy yourself.
Facts.
Don't let
You're
the
alone
time.
time.
Yeah.
Don't never depend on somebody
When
else.
you're not bored, you're not
Facts.
like how you bored and you know what I
Right.
mean?
Creativity. Bored. How? Yeah, I was.
You do the
bored.
time, don't let the time do you.
But I
Yeah.
learned how to be my own company, my own best friend, because I was my own worst enemy.
Right. So now you're becoming your own best
Right.
friend. You're learning how to do that.
Right.
In this process.
Right.
How did you handle the politicking between the correctional officers and the different gangs that were in there? Because I know when you go in there, there's only a few things you can choose up on. You go in there solo, or you go in a gang, or you go up in there blanging G.O.D. And so, how did you navigate through the politics and learn that those politics, how they were going to help you deal with the real world, the jungle and life?
That's how, when I got there, I knew some people from the street. Some people, I always had some kind of a good vibe reputation with people.
That's dope.
Yeah,
So
good character.
when I came, even with all the dirt I was doing,
Right.
I still wasn't really a real dirty guy.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So when I got there was people that was just pulling me up, man. Hey, you don't want to do this, man. Go get you a job, take these programs, do this and do that and do that. And I had to learn how to do that and really mean it. See, that's the thing.
dope.
I had to
Process.
mean what I'm doing. I had to really want the programs. I had to really want the job, because that job. Let me
Connected.
tell you what happened with the job for 9 years, right? That was a habit a good habit I formed. I got right.
Yeah.
And when I got to the street for 9.5 years, I never missed a day of work.
That
Why?
part.
It was
ingrained.
conditioned
built
into
up.
me.
Yeah, right.
Ingrained,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? And then even sometimes I didn't feel like going to work. If I wasn't sick, my wife said, "You going to work?" I said, but I still get up and go. Right? Because I don't have the luxury of not going because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
From where I come from, I didn't have that luxury
Yeah.
to say, I don't feel like going today. I can't take it for granted. So I never missed a day. I never even called in sick. So
That's-
you wanted to find out about the miraculous thing that happened
Yeah.
while doing
Right.
doing the 2 life sentences.
So what was it? And when you tell, I know you're gonna tell people the time and of the hour of what it was that happened. But what was it that actually happened that people would even consider you? They would even consider you to even get out. You got 2 life sentences. You got 2 life
That's what I'm
sentences. You're not
saying.
supposed to get out.
You're
Like,
not, but
Well,
you
here's the
created a
thing.
miracle, brother. That's
The
dope.
master of all plans
Say that.
figured it out that if you save one of theirs, that's going to change the heart that wants to keep you in there, right? So that's what happened with me on
Okay.
July 7th, a Saturday, 07. 4 sevens. the
4
Lord's
7.
number.
Wait, say that again.
July
That's
7th,
1 7. Yeah.
07,
07.
right?
Yeah.
A Saturday.
Yeah.
4 7.
4 7.
That's the Lord's number. And it's a jackpot everywhere in Vegas.
Right. And then hold up, real quick. Stay right there. What got you there? How many felonies?
7.
There it is.
That's 5.
That's
Fine.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
that
'cause
number, yeah.
it's a reoccurring number.
Right.
That happens to be, something, a number that's been really life changing
Right.
for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
5
Yeah,
percenters
yeah.
of 7.
Yeah, indeed.
With the book I'm writing is 7 chapters.
Yeah, indeed,
The album I'm putting
indeed.
out is 7 songs.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Everything is 7 because why? I see and feel and experience the power of 7.
Like talk to
Say
him.
that.
Talk
You see
to
what I'm
him.
saying? So I experienced it.
Mhm.
But on that day,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on that day.
I was supposed to go. A friend of mine asked me, "Hey, let's go up and watch baseball at the upper yard." I usually don't never go there. Why? Because it's a bunch of chaos.
It's not part of your structure.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Right.
do
Your time.
You doing your number.
Down
Yeah.
a long time.
You doing your number.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So he said, "Hey man, let's go up there." I said, "Nah." The third time he asked me, I said, "You know what? I'm gonna go up there. I ain't gonna stay long." in the back of my, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna get out of there, right? I never made it. On the way, tunnel at NSP, me and him were walking to go up to the upper yard. The guard's holding the door. Right, he just standing there, and I'm like, man, he got these pink handcuffs on. I said, man, that's Cruz. He got the pink handcuffs on and everything. I said, Cruz, I said something to him. He didn't say nothing. He said, man, come on, let's go. Right, so we getting ready to walk around him. He has a violent seizure and falls and hit his head with all his weight on the concrete.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait.
Big old gun going on.
Wait, real quick. Did you just say you were walking and all of a sudden a real like health problem happened with this guy on the spot?
On the spot. He just started having a violent seizure right there.
Okay, before you, do you not see what's at work for you?
I didn't see it then, but I see it now.
What the? Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I did,
Yeah.
But he had a violent hit his head. So, man, I'm in shock. But the guy.
I would be too.
Commando was
like,
he said, hey, go down to the unit and get the officer. He's down in there and tell him officer down. So I snap out of it. I run down there and get the officer. Hey, man, Luna, officer down. Cruz, he hit his head, man, it's bad. He said, hey, do me a favor. Go up to the infirmary, get the nurse in the stretcher. I'm going to get on the radio. Right? So that's what I did. Boom. As fate would happen, I get to the top of the stairs. The tower, he cooling down on me because he don't know nothing yet.
Right. Cool down on you?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I said, hey, they told me to come up here. He was on the radio then by that time. He said, okay, go ahead. Go up there, boom. Get the stretcher, get him out of there. He lives. And I get out.
Okay. So for him, you going to get aid, how did that help you get out though? I mean, because what did, in my eyes, like what did that transition to?
Well, it saved it.
Like, did he go and like submit something?
No. Here's what happened. The warden, after that happened, I'm doing time. Okay, that happened. I wasn't really thinking too much more about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an incident because what happened initially, they were investigating us to see if we had
something to do with it.
So they separated me, and they're talking to us about it. And once they figured out from the guy in the tower, another officer and everything, that we were legit and our stories matched up.
Come on.
And everything was cool, right? But the warden, some time later, a week or so later, because I'm just going around about doing my time. I'm doing this time, right?
You weren't even thinking about it.
I wasn't thinking about what they, so look, they call it 7 post. Anybody been to NSP know when they call you the 7 post, it's something they ain't right. something going on. So they called us a 7 post, and I'm like, Commando there. I'm sitting there, and we said, oh, man, what you think they want, man? Oh man, I don't know, man. They might be trying to charge us with this officer or whatever.
Right. Oh wow.
And so anyway, they call us in, right? And the lieutenant, he said, hey, I want to talk to you guys about this incident, man. I want to, thank you guys, for helping the officer and everything like that. And he said, the warden's going to be on his way. I said, what? He said, don't worry about it. He's coming. So the warden comes and we look at him. He said, hey, you know what? I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to give you this letter, right? He gave us a letter about the incident. He said, I'm going to put you in for some meritorious time to get off your sentence. And I looked at Commando. He looked at me, and we looked at the warden. We said, "Hey, we both got life.
Right?
It ain't really gonna
right.
Take off one. We appreciate you doing that." Right. He said, "I tell you what, you write the pardons board. You tell them about the incident, and you write the pardons board, and tell them what I said, and you submit that." So we did that. Needless to say, they denied it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they
denied it. They denied it because they said, "Oh, you have an eligibility when you go to parole. You have an eligibility to be paroled." And so it's usually for people that don't
have that luxury to do it, right?
So they denied it
because you were eligible for
parole? Yeah. I had the time to go to board.
Okay.
But hey, I called the lawyer I had. And I told him, I said, hey, you never guess what happened. He said, what happened? I said, man, officer fell and told me hit his head. And they gave me this letter. He said, hey, man, read that letter. I read the letter to him. He said, man, send me that letter. I said, okay, boom. He said, you keep the original. Make me a copy. Send me that letter. And so, like a month or so later, I was back in court. You know,
You was back in court
to get my sentence
readjusted
and everything.
They drove you back all the way down?
Yeah, all the way back there.
Wow.
And man, my lawyer fought for me, and then even the officer that brung me, he knew the incident about the officer. He said something. Just, hey, you know about this incident? He said something. He talked a little bit better than my lawyer. But
that's dope.
Anyway, so the judge said, hey, you know, I never would have gave this nonviolent offender all this time. Anyway. So he said, what's going to make him eligible for parole? You know,
on your restructuring, that's dope.
What's going? He said, if you run it all together,
concurrent
goes to all concurrent, then he'll be able to make his he'll be eligible to go home next time.
Wow, because they had you on bone-legged.
Right.
Bone-legged you.
See, so that's what happened. So it was right before Christmas. He said, hey, very well, Merry Christmas.
Dang, boy, that is insane.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
But then, you know, to get blessed like that is one thing, but what are you going to do with the blessing?
So what are you going to do?
That's the test, right?
That's the test. See, anybody can get out. Are you going to stay out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you going to return back?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right.
You know, but I made a promise. So that's why I'm still sitting here today.
And you're consistent.
Right. And then on top of that, don't never forget this one. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. And obtains favor. But now, here's the catch. Anybody can find a wife.
Come on
now. You're going to be a good husband.
Come on now.
That's why I'm blessed.
Come on. Yeah.
Because I not only found a wife, but I'm a good husband.
Right.
I'm a good father now.
Right.
I'm a good grandfather now. I'm a good community leader now. I'm a good influence on youngsters and other people alike.
Come on now.
Right. You know, I have positive energy to give you. You remember we was talking about OG?
Yeah.
You know, saying offering game instead of shame?
Yeah.
Well, that's the OG for me. I'll offer you some game instead of shame. If I can't lift you up, I don't want to say nothing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people think that the giving you the shame part is the best part about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what gets you that might get you the TV show. It might get you the comments, people laughing. You might be the
fame.
Fame. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not the part where I can tell you how you could be better. They feel like the part where I tell you, oh, your shit sucks. That's what's gonna get views. That's what's gonna, you know what I mean?
They always, you're right. They promulgate. I say that they promote negative publicity.
Yeah, instead of saying, hey man, nah, I like some things about it, I didn't like some things about it, but let's focus on what I did like. You know what I'm saying? Or finding a way to say some of the things that maybe in your opinion you didn't like, right? Because there's refinement in finding a way to say what could possibly hurt somebody.
Right. Say that.
Right. You can find a way to say it so that they understand you, so that you can get a result rather than just saying it just to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But man, like, so offering game, not shame, man.
That's the OG.
That need to be like on a t-shirt, man. You know what I'm saying?
My guy
never lied.
in the Rancho Discount Mall, he has them. He has some shirts.
That's
game.
Now that, real quick, I want to get, now that you've been through this transformation, and you said you had good character with things, but I know that there had to be times where you dealt with some tough battles. Now that you're at this mentality, like, if there's someone that affected you, hurt you, broke your heart, like, tremendously, the man that you are today, how would you, if you had a chance, an opportunity to talk to that person who hurt you, how would you handle that?
I just have to handle it with forgiveness, man. That would be my number one powerful thing I could do is
truly forgive.
Truly forgive.
People see that as a word, right, Slim? You like to use it as a word.
Yeah.
But forgiveness it frees you. Like anything that was a weight on me behind that, the forgiveness is gonna let that off me.
How do you okay, I'm trying to see, like, how do you truly forgive somebody? Is it just, do you have to release it or you have to forget it?
You have to really forgive them and then let it go.
Just let it go.
Let it go. You did your part. What else can you do?
So what if you have some resentment, like, I remember when that person just, and then it comes back?
Yeah, but see, I already know that resentment is the number one killer.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna go into resentment or nothing like that, because I already know that.
Right.
That resentment, that's like drinking the poison and expecting you to die. And that's not gonna happen. So I know about resentment because I lived a life of resenting things and getting the consequences of it.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that makes sense.
Real quick, let's talk about Planet Mike Earth. And let's talk about Hearts for Kids.
Yes.
And let's talk about Unified Community Organizations, LV.
Okay. Well, Planet Mike Earth started as a youth organization to help kids through arts, hip hop elements, health and fitness, and youth motivational speaking. So those were the three things involved with that. We still do it to a smaller degree now, but we were doing more before they had this little pandemic or whatever they had. We were doing more for that, but a lot of things changed after that. But I'm still active with mentoring youth, helping them with music or whatever they need help with, but it's just on a smaller scale. So I tell you, the benefit of that is that a lot of the kids that I worked with, I've known them when they were 6 years old, and now they're in high school and stuff like that. So I've been with them all these years.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just took a couple of them to that K1 Speed
that's dope.
place where they go race the cars. And you let them experience that.
You even had them do videos.
Yeah, they lost their grandmother and everything. They needed to get released from that. So who's supposed to be there? Me. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got them, and we went and did that. We went to Wingstop, and I was talking to them about life and other little things and having fun.
Mentoring.
Right. And then, took them back.
How do they receive it? Like when you telling them certain things, like, maybe you give them a piece of advice, or, you know what I mean? Like, do you get a lot of resentment? Do you get a lot of, yeah, I hear you, OG. Yeah, I hear you, man.
yeah.
In and out.
You get that. You get that from some, but it's how
your
you
delivery.
Speak to them.
It's
right.
It's how they're real comfortable with me. Why? Because I dress like them. I can talk like them.
Right. So there's a relatability.
Yeah, they can. I'm approachable. They're comfortable around me.
Yeah.
So they're more susceptible to listen to me. Be more receptive for what I have to say.
Right.
But you still have those ones that still, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that old dude, man, and I told one dude about something. I told the one kid, he said, yeah, old. I said, what's wrong with being old? He said, oh man, you washed up. I said, guess what? He said, what? I said, where I'm at, you're praying you can make it.
Come on now.
So what's so funny now?
Come on now.
You're praying to be here.
Yeah.
So why is it a joke? You should respect that I made it here.
Yeah.
That's
that
right.
you want to get here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's my approach to how I deal with them. Like, I'm very playful and I got my serious stuff too. But it's how I interact with them.
Right.
I don't really,
Do you
the
feel
old
like-
bogey type of dude, the real strict type of dude, even though I am strict, but they don't even realize I'm strict until it's too late.
Do you feel like music is therapy for them?
Yeah. Music, art, drawing.
So
all
yeah,
that.
so the music being as influential as it is,
Right.
I think this morning I was watching an interview real quick with Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri, he had the crisscross, the Bow Wows.
Yeah, right.
And the one thing he said that I thought was really interesting is he was like, man, nobody is taking the time with these kids today in the music industry to create kids for music for kids.
Man.
He was like, that was the whole reason why I chose to get a little Bow Wow. That was the whole reason why I chose to do a crisscross. He says, I got a 12-year-old daughter who's on TikTok every day. And I really don't think it's the best thing for her to be saying, I'll eat you right, I'll eat you right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like, so who is creating music for children the same way we grew up? We had, back in the day, they had
Nice.
Jackson 5. Right. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? You had Crisscross, you had ABC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had
Kid and Play.
Yeah, but it was music like FUBU. It was for us, by us.
Arrested Development.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean like the kids.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like I mean kids. There's no kids, and if there are kids, then they're saying the same things that us as adults.
Right.
are saying. Because that's what the record company say is going to sell.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I remember back in the day they had the Osmonds copying the jacket.
Man.
Yeah. But it was still kids. But it was kids for kids, right? And then your parents would be like, all right, whatever. And then, you know what I mean?
There was a definitely class. There was a level of what you couldn't say at a certain age. You couldn't say that, and then now it's open season.
Right.
But
it is very therapeutic.
Definitely.
Art, music, and all that. That's my whole thing. To get them interested in what they want to be interested in, or what they're interested in, right?
Yeah.
Now I can reach them and teach them, right? Because I got them there, and now I can mentor them in their, because they're in their element. They want to do music and everything. But there's a catch to this music. How'd you do on your little quiz or your test? How'd you do this? How's your grade?
So you challenge them.
Oh, you got to. You got.
Come on now, say that because some people don't think that you're supposed to be a friend to them and only a friend. No. But you said you were strict, but you challenge them. You find a balance,
and then you make it where it's something that they enjoy doing.
That's dope.
Yeah. The reward is something they enjoy doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then what the process of getting there. You got to make it fun. You got to make that interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
The event we had last night, just really quick, it was when I wrote what I wrote in the chat, I was like, yo, man, it was like edutainment at its finest.
Yes.
It really was edutainment, right? We were entertained, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, we were learning certain things. You know what I mean? There was information within the art that was being provided.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was kids there. So it was an environment where it was adults with kids, not just it's only adults and not just it's only kids. We were all in the same environment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Yeah. But to your thing about music for kids, we'll go. So Planet Mike Earth was just like to empower youth through hip hop.
Right.
It was like that.
Right.
But Hearts for Kids is a thing that
Hearts for Kids.
Yeah, Hearts for Kids is about urgently going into action to save children in Vegas and around the world.
That's dope.
So if you have a heart for kids, then you feel what I'm saying.
Man.
So we have a song out. We got the kids involved in the video and the song.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
So that's my, I like to. I don't want to just talk about it. Well, what
being
you doing about it?
You putting boots on the
kids
ground.
Here,
Right.
raising money. I'm mentoring kids. I'm doing this. But the biggest war out there is the war on children.
Say that.
Talk about all these wars.
It's happening.
But that's
now.
No, that's a fact. The babies are the best part.
Yeah,
they know.
So Hearts for Kids, that's what that's about.
Yeah.
So, we people can donate to us. People can, come volunteer.
Do you have a website?
Yeah. Well, we're on Facebook.
Okay.
Hearts for Kids.
Hearts for Kids on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Planet Mike Earth is on Facebook.
Planet Mike Earth.
Instagram and all that. But yeah, Unified Community Organizations is just like all these organizations working together.
Unified.
Because, you do what? Better together.
You do. Absolutely.
More and better together if you have the right group of people on the right side.
Say that.
And you can do so much more for so many more people.
So when we all have a common cause and a common goal.
Right.
We
but
can
the running back got his position. The receiver got his
position.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Everybody got a position to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
In this community.
Yeah, you do. They got to learn their
work
position.
Together. Yeah.
Learn how to play multiple positions.
Right.
Too, sometimes.
And then, but can we play together as a team?
Work as a team.
That's Unified Community Organization.
Yeah.
That's the goal, is to get organizations to work together as a team. There's a lot of separate organizations doing great things.
Right.
But imagine if we work together to do more things on a bigger scale to help more people.
Now, I think, if that is super dope. And I love that you're actively staying consistent in the words that you spoke. You put in action and you put boots on the ground and you execute. Now, the individual that was little you, or to see the man that you are today, do you think that he would be upset, happy, proud, or shocked, or a little bit of combination of both?
He'd probably be a little bit of all of that. Shocked, and because when I was a kid, like I said, the bad people was my people I looked up to.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't even look up to me now, as a little kid.
Wow.
But now
you would.
Yeah. But I would say this. I want people to understand like about regret.
Come on.
People ask me, they say, man, you went through all that, what do you regret? And I had to think about it. I said, I don't regret anything, because now that I matured to who I am now, I know that everything I went through to get here
is what made
shaped me to
you
get
are.
here and be who I am.
Right.
So why can I regret
Every
the,
dent.
the progress? How can I regret the process
Say
of
that.
getting here? What I used to, oh man, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. When I really look at the
That regret.
totality of the whole thing,
Right.
is that you had to go through all these things to get here. To be the person I am now,
The process.
man, you know, so I don't regret the process it took me to be this person.
Do you think it'll ever stop? Like some people I've had, and even some, it came a time a while back until I realized something where I used to be like, man, when will it ever stop? Like this pressure, like always this, like when can I breathe? When can I just take a break? When can I chill? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel, you know what I mean?
Well, let me say something first. I'm sponsored by God. So this is my own shirts. You can get them wherever, you know. Call me, hit me on Facebook, God Shadow, Kenneth Dorsey, boom. But anyway, man, I'm sponsored. So, like, you know.
Your breath of fresh air comes by support.
It just comes by being obedient and following the mission and the goal and the purpose he has for me.
Not you.
I have a lot of plans, but I have to let him veto them plans. I have to go according to what he gave me. And so what he gave me is a music ministry. He gave me a
That's
heart
dope.
to help kids.
That's
He
dope.
gave me a heart for the community.
Yeah.
He gave me a heart to be a good person, the best I can be. You know, if you know me for a little bit, you'll know that I'm always going to come with good energy and
Yeah.
positive to say.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming with that negative stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
You know, so I just deal with it. Just like the best thing I can tell you is I don't drive anymore. I'm an unfit driver. I let the Lord drive my life. I don't drive anymore. Why? The last time I got the wheel, I said, "Hey, Lord, give me the wheel. You sure you want this wheel?" He gave me the wheel.
Right.
Look, he gave me the wheel, and I went around the corner. I said, "I'm just going around the corner." Went around the corner, crashed in the wall, and burned. So now I realize that I'm an unfit driver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't drive my life. I can't. I gotta let him. I gotta let him lead it.
They hearing you, but I swear, just like what do you call that passive hearing when it goes in one ear and out the other?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Even though you speak in some priceless jewels, because I feel like we always do it.
I know, but guess what? I got receipts. I got 12 years of receipts
Come on now.
of being the same consistent person I am right now today.
That's what it is.
I struggled early to get there. You know, I had to get the job, keep the job. I got a wife, had to keep her. You know, I've been married almost it'll be 9 years in November, and so. But I had to be consistent.
Yeah.
So I have receipts for everything I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not saying empty stuff.
Right.
You know, you can check my resume and receipts.
That's
And
good.
they all back me up.
That's what it
on
is.
What it is that I'm saying.
And I see it, and honestly, I see the conviction in your spirit. Everyone can talk the talk, but it only takes a few people with that eye to just see for a couple of seconds to just understand what kind of individual you are. And then after that, then it's just learning more about you.
Right.
But like when I walk in the room and look at people, I can almost instantly know who I'm going to be rocking with and who I'm not.
Right.
And you one of them brothers that you can rock with the long way.
Right.
Because the things you went through has shaped and molded you in the man that you are today, that you're actually committing yourself to the next generation.
Right. Because guess what? When I figured out that it has to be bigger than me, that's when I began to live.
That part.
See?
Say that.
Everything I do has to be bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My whole purpose has to be bigger than me. It can't be based on me. Why? Because me got me 2 life sentences. Me had me out there on drugs for 30 years. Me had me doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So anything based on me, right? It has to be bigger than me.
You're right.
So, you know, that's a good message for anybody
Right.
that's trying to really get a grasp.
Listen.
You know, you gotta make your purpose bigger than you. You know, I always tell them that if it's about me, it ain't about nothing.
That's dope.
If you say it's about me, it ain't about nothing.
Man, we gonna have to wrap, but this was supremely dope. I would just say that we're gonna be doing this more than once. We really are. So there's no point in even saying this. You ain't gonna see the last of this, brother.
Right.
And
hey, man, love to come back.
Yeah, man, your words, man, and your testimony. You know what I'm saying? And the truth that you tell, man, deserves to be heard, man. And I don't know. You got a couple of things coming up. You're working on a book, right?
Yeah, we're working on I'm working on my book, which is a testimonial story called Corner of Mercy and Grace. It's just about where that incident happened with that officer. That was the turning point and pivotal thing in my life that freed me and woke me up to a whole bunch of things about me to be where I'm at now. So that's what the book is about, and a lot of the little things, the things that happened after I got out. Not just about being in trouble and everything, but once I get out,
like
what kind of person did I turn
Absolutely,
into? And what I do. So that's what that's about. And then we're gonna try to do we'll probably do a short story or a biopic of derivative of the book, right? And that's gonna be good. Then I have a little EP called The Devil's Most Wanted. It's called I'm Him, The Devil's Most Wanted. That's the name of the
Come on.
EP.
I love that.
Yeah,
because you know why I'm wanted? Because I'm chosen. He don't want the people that I was running with him. He didn't want me then, right? So that's what that's about. So that's the EP, the book. Trying to work on this, getting a little movie thing together. Yeah. Have some interviews, a lot of interviews coming up.
Yeah.
Some shows, a nice show in Arizona.
Okay.
On the Hoppy.
What is it going to be?
Hoppy Reservation.
Hoppy Reservation. What's the name of the show?
It's Reggae on the Res.
Okay.
Splash.
Okay.
At the Hopi Veterans Memorial Center.
Dope.
In Arizona.
Okay.
So it's featuring Johan Marley.
Okay.
The legendary, of the legendary
Bob Marley.
Stephen Marley.
Yeah,
that's
right.
his son.
Right.
Award winner and all that.
That's dope.
So they're going to be out there. And a friend of mine, Domingo, and some other artists. And so I'm going to host the show. And so I just been blessed. Come on, man. If we get out ourselves, we can let some things happen.
That's right. Indeed.
So that's what I have coming up with a few other stuff. Hope for Prisoners did a story on me.
Yeah, we gonna get into that one. Like this ain't the last.
We got more.
Yeah, we got more. We got way more episodes.
What else you need?
Right. No, man. I think that's the chapter we close, man. Until it's time to open up the book to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely will have this brother to come back, man. Like I said, his testimony is well needed and needs to be received by the listeners and the watchers out there. We appreciate you watching. But let them know where they can reach you at.
Yeah.
You can reach me on Facebook, Kenneth Dorsey, or you can reach me as God's Shadow on Facebook. You can reach me as God's Shadow 7 on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. And you can read me as God's the 7th on TikTok.
Okay. Okay. Red, man, where can they reach you at, bro?
Hey, man, you can find me because I'm kind of complicated on Instagram. It's going to be Unk. I know y'all like to do UNK is UNC.dirty.red with 2 D's. And if you ever heard Malcolm, I think he had a nickname. But anyway, that is where you can reach me at. I'm with the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, feel. And I'm with Make America Player Again and Black Transit. All day heard with the Westside Art Studios and with the Arts of the Heart Slim.
Yeah, man, you can reach me at DJ Slim. That's DJ SLIMM. You can also reach me at the Fifth Element Hip Hop. You can also reach me at Good Music 101, spell it with a Z and a K. And also Black Transit. That's Black__Transit. And with that being said, we appreciate y'all giving us y'all energy and y'all time. We'll see you next week.
Salute.
Peace and love.
Salute, love.
We out of here.
We out of here.